Welcome to the series, Worst Ways to Die in This World. And this is our second episode. Death scares us, but the path to it can be even worse. Few ends are as swift and strange as losing your head, yet even quick is not always simple. Today, we break down how decapitation kills, how long awareness might linger, and why some methods were built to be more humane than others. London, May 1536. Anne Boleyn, second wife of King Henry VIII, was accused of adultery, incest, and treason. She walked to the scaffold in a grey gown and white ermine, prayed, knelt, and was beheaded by a French sword with one clean stroke. Was she conscious after? We cannot test this in people, but lab studies on rats found brain activity for up to 17 seconds, with likely awareness for about 4 seconds, followed by a final surge nicknamed the Wave of Death. A famous case is the 1905 beheading of a French killer named Languille. A doctor wrote that the eyelids moved for a few seconds, then opened again when he called the man's name. Accounts like this suggest there can be a short window of awareness after the cut, though blood loss and the sudden drop in pressure shut the brain down fast. For contrast, Miracle Mike, the headless chicken, lived 18 months after a botched cut in 1945 because part of his brainstem was intact. That cannot happen in humans. Execution by sword or axe could be quick only if the tool was sharp and the executioner skilled. When skill failed, horror followed. Mary, Queen of Scots, was struck off target with the first blow in 1587, moaned, then died on the second. Stubborn tissue had to be severed by hand. Margaret Pole, a noble held in the Tower of London, suffered one of the worst cases on record in 1541. The headsman hacked at her again and again as she moved, and it took many blows to finish the deed. To prevent scenes like that, states adopted drop blade devices. England used the Halifax gibbet as early as the 16th century. The Halifax device dropped a heavy axe by rope, a design proven in earlier records too. In France, a physician named Joseph Ignace Guillotine urged a standard, painless machine. The guillotine's weighted blade, about 80 kilograms, fell from roughly 4 meters through a firm neck brace called a lunette. France last used it in 1977. Today, legal beheading by sword still exists in Saudi Arabia. Outside the law, crime groups and terror cells have used knives to decapitate victims on video. This is slow and brutal. Soft tissue is cut first, then the killer must force through ligaments and the spine. If the victim is alive, the pain and fear are extreme. Death comes from blood loss, airway damage, and the shock that follows. Wait for the next episode and like and subscribe to stay tuned for more.